What is going on, YouTube? PPS back here. It is Monday, National Championship Day for college basketball. It has been a long season. It has been a grind. And it all comes down to this, right? We have a great game, absolutely great game here tonight between North Carolina and Kansas. And yeah, really two teams I didn't expect here. Obviously, North Carolina has been one of the most talented teams in the country this whole entire season. But obviously, they just haven't clicked. Young team, right? Stuff like that. But man, these guards are playing fantastic. Cashed in pretty big on them last game in the first game against Duke. Swept the props, gave those out for free as well. We're on a nice little streak over on Twitter. 4 straight going into this afternoon. I did post a soccer play there. So hopefully we are at 5 by tonight. And we can go in with a little win there. Obviously just got my fantasy baseball draft in last night, already ready to go there. I actually just sold this card as well. I just sold my Mike Trout PSA 9. So yeah, it's been a lot of baseball stuff, a lot of research for the MLB season. But can't go to the season, into baseball season, without finishing up our basketball season. And this is the last game of the season. One of my free plays that I gave out on Twitter to start this streak is going to be my play for tonight. 1.5 unit play here. And yeah, let's get to it. I grabbed this number at 7.5 for their Duke game. I am now here grabbing it at 8.5 for this Kansas game versus North Carolina. Obviously, Mr. Wilson does play. Jalen Wilson, if you guys don't know, for Kansas. And he has just been absolutely fantastic over this run. Sophomore, 6'8". He's actually got this number in every single game but the opener against Texas Southern. Texas Southern, he only played 20 minutes. They beat him, obviously, by like 30. So, yeah, he didn't really need to play that much in that game. Other than that, he's hit this in every single game. We're looking at Villanova with 12. Like I said, I had that at 7.5 posted on Twitter. 11 against Miami, 11 against Providence, and 14 versus Creighton. Now we have a North Carolina team who shoots a ton of threes, a lot of shots from the mid-range as well. A lot of long rebounds available there. Also, Mccormick is definitely, obviously, a problem, but I feel like this is the game where you're going to start seeing the foul issues come to effect. David McCormick is one of the most, I call him bipolar, just because you never really know what you're going to get with him. You never know if he's going to come out and be like he is against West Virginia in the semifinal. He plays 10 minutes, 9 points, 5 boards. In the Big 12 championship, he had 5 points, 2 boards. There's just so many different ways that he can go here. Even against Providence, he only had 8 points, 2 rebounds in 20 minutes. Obviously, he's been a lot more engaged here, but there is a possibility of him not getting that much run. In the tournament, his most minutes that he has played was against Villanova. He had 29 minutes. Other than that, he's sitting at 23 against Texas Southern, 25 against Creighton, 23, 18, 29. So Jalen Wilson is the guy who's going to have to rebound this ball. Obviously, Baycott is an absolute problem down low. But I think Jalen Wilson, with the amount of minutes that he has and the experience that we've seen him gain over this tournament, like I said, 37 minutes against Nova, 31 versus Miami, 38 versus Providence, 32 versus Creighton. He's going to have to be that guy to step up and going to have to be the guy to grab the ball off the glass here. We've seen these forward-type guys grab boards against North Carolina. The most recent one, obviously, being Mr. Banchero, 10 boards in his time there. He had a lot of opportunities with the long rebounds that they're going to be here. Also, when they played Baylor, we saw Sochan. I think that's how you say it. He grabbed 11 rebounds in their game. That's a freshman, 6'9" guy, pretty much the same type of build as Mr. Wilson here. I think that with the amount of shots, with the down low shots where he's going to have to be there, right? Obviously, I think it's going to be a fight down low between Baycott and McCormick, and I don't even know if they're going to be the guys to grab the rebounds. It's going to have to be the secondary pieces because both those guys are huge. Baycott, obviously, issues with the ankle. McCormick, issues with foul trouble and issues with staying on the court for a longer period of time. Wilson's going to be that guy I'm going to go to. I'm actually 3-0 on this play. I played it every single Kansas game here in the tournament. Gave it out as a free one last game. Going to give it out as a free one here in the late game, in the final championship game, to finish off my college basketball season. So awesome. Hopefully, I'm not really even sure who I really want to win. I'd like to see North Carolina win because I think it'd be cool to see that. Have their 8 seed come through and come around and get a win, right? We haven't seen that in a very long time. I think Villanova was the only other 8 to win in the 80s there. So going to be cheering for North Carolina. I kind of have to. These guards are absolutely dynamic. That Duke game was one of the best games I've ever watched in my life. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you could drop a like, that would be much appreciated. We'll be putting out a futures MLB video here shortly. So make sure to look for that. That's going to be with my favorite futures in some prop spots. And I think we're going to have a pretty good year here in MLB. It's my favorite sport to cap. Not my most profitable, and NFL definitely is, but MLB is the one I'm most knowledgeable in. So I'm very excited for this week. Very excited to get rolling, and I'm very excited for this national championship game. Lock it in. Jalen Wilson over 8.5 rebounds, 1.5 unit. Let's cash it and finish off the year in college basketball with a nice little dub. So thank you guys so much. Again, hit that subscribe, hit that like button. You guys are the best. I'll see you guys in a bit.